Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Luke Lang. I'm the co-founder of Crowdcube, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how Crowdcube's transforming equity finance. So what is Crowdcube? Crowdcube is one of the world's first equity crowdfunding platforms in the UK, in the world, in fact. It allows ordinary people the opportunity to invest in startup and growing businesses. So an easy way to describe it, the best analogy, I'm sure you're all very familiar with Dragon's Den. It's a little bit like that for the entrepreneur. But rather than pitching their business to Deborah, Theo, and Duncan, they pitch their business online, on Crowdcube, to a nation of armchair dragons. And the idea is that anyone can invest from as little as £10. So anyone can be a business angel. Why have we come up with this solution? Well, myself and my partner, Darren Westlake, have both experienced firsthand how difficult it is to raise finance for startup and early stage businesses. And it's this experience that led us to believe that there's got to be a better way. So here's a great picture, old picture of Sir Richard Branson, a great entrepreneur in the UK, hugely successful, but access to finance is still very difficult. Banks, I know there's a lot of banks in the audience, but banks aren't lending as much as they used to. Business angels are more risk-averse since the economic downturn, and government grants are more difficult to come by. So what's the opportunity, the market? So at the moment, around about 3% of UK businesses raise finance through equity finance. And that's in comparison to between 15 and 20% in the US. So there's a very different kind of model there. So there's an opportunity for us to make investing in startups a lot easier in the UK and start to expand that 3% to 10, 15%. The visible UK angel investment market, in 2009, they raised around 47 million. Crowdcube, in its first year, we launched in February 2011. In our first year, we raised 3.7 million for UK businesses. The wider angel market, rather than just the visible, so the friends and family and other syndicates, is worth 401 million. So that's estimated. So that's really our target market that we're looking to exploit. In terms of angel networks in our competitors, there's around 62 in the UK, and they do on average around 17 deals per year. Crowdcube funded 21 deals in its first year. The VC market in the UK is worth approaching 700 million. Crowdcube is already winning business off of VCs in the UK. So what is Crowdcube? What is the solution? So essentially, a business comes to us, passes through our vetting process, and they get to pitch their business online. So essentially what they're doing is putting forward all of the information that an investor is going to need to be able to make a judgment on whether or not to invest in their business. So that would include business plans, financial forecasts, video pitches, etc. Once they've created their pitch and they've got on the site, there's facilities for them to share the pitch. So either email it out to friends, families, existing customers, suppliers, existing stakeholders in the business, as well as their social networking communities. People funding on Crowdcube can also benefit from government tax reliefs like EIS and more recently SEIS, so there's fantastic tax benefits there. And most importantly of all, investors, ordinary people, can invest in the businesses online. So this is an example of PixelPin. I took these screen grabs last night. This business funded at 8:45 last night, so it hit its funding target. And people can enter the amount that they want to invest from as little as £10 up to as much as you dare. And the hope is that PixelPin will go from a company like Apple, Microsoft, or Google here, and at some point in the future will evolve and develop and become a successful multinational company that's worth millions, if not billions of pounds, and everyone gets to share in that success. So how do we make money? Well, we take a 5% success fee on all successful projects that hit their target. We also have legal fees and administration fees. In the future, we're looking to expand this to offer premium level services for investors and also entrepreneur services. We're also looking at how we can take warrants on the businesses that are successful, so we can take a bit of the profits further down the line when they exit. And liquidity is also a challenge for us, and we're quite keen to set up a secondary market at some point in the future, and there'll be fees that we can charge for listing and share trading. Now, Crowdcube is a tremendously disruptive force, and quite rightly, it's caught the eye or ear of a lot of journalists and press. And we've been on TV and radio, we've been in the on print, I should say, and we've been online. And all of this is a positive swell of backing towards alternative sources of finance. And
at 6 minutes.